Hello and welcome to episode 81 of series 4 of Master League Story Mode. Before we get into the action today, well, we've played a few more games. Yes, we have. Since our incredible victory against Manchester City in the last episode, 4-0. Wow, at the Emirates, it was huge. Then we had a bit of a slip up. Yeah, 1-1 at Fulham. Wasn't our best game. But then we did bounce back and Big Rog went on an absolute tear up. Again at the Emirates, and we put Everton to the sword. And then we overcame Bournemouth 4-1 as well. So we're doing okay, but that one slip-up is all that Manchester City needed to climb back to the top of the table. They're only 2 points ahead of us as we now make our way into the transfer window. Yes, we are here. We have arrived. And we've got some stuff to look at. So, in the meantime, I got some stuff done. These ones might be controversial. So we want an attacking midfielder. We've got Lamar lined up. I think we're definitely going to buy him. He's cheap as chips for an 85 rated player. It's ridiculous value. It must be coming towards the end of his contract. Wants to play under Corinne Diacre, as any good young French player should. And I think we're going to play him probably ahead of Dembele. We'll play him out on the left wing as a proper winger. He can whip some crosses in with that 88 lofted pass. Boom! Boom, boom, boom. He's got low lofted pass, pinpoint crossing. He should be the creator that we need. And then we do want another attacking midfielder. And been having a look at some loan bids. I remember we don't have any loan players in. And we've got a couple of 7 million loan bid possibilities. Mahrez, not really an attacking midfielder. Although I really like the look of James Rodriguez. Obviously using that Bayern Munich link that we've got. Let me know in the comments what you think of this. I won't pull the trigger on this straight away. But if we can make the money available, well, he's not quick anymore. He is 30 years old. But he can pass. He can score goals. Incredible from place kicks. And I think he would really pull the strings in that attacking midfield position in a way that Malcolm hasn't quite managed. Jack Butland, I think we're definitely going to sign him, aren't we? Absolutely. We need to make the funds available. And then Sidibe, a good option. We don't really need Sidibe, though, if we get Lamar, because Lamar is a smart player. That's mainly the reason we wanted Sidibe, was to add another smart player into the team. And also, James Rodriguez, also a smart player. That's going to give... Those two in would give a huge team spirit boost at a really important part of the season, and we can give Fabinho a bit of a rest. So let me know what you think of Rodriguez and Mahrez. Would you be interested in seeing them come in? We've got a few contract negotiations to look at, but I'm going to leave them. We're not going to be here after this season. This is it. This is the end. Dortmund and Napoli are interested in Dembele. If anything comes up there, we could well sell him. He wants a 47 million release fee and an extra 2 million on his salary. I don't know what you think you've done, Usman, to deserve that, but you're just not getting it. You're not getting it at all. Sanchez obviously has had the bid from PSG. Is there anyone at PSG we would like to swap him for? That's the question. I think we've looked at this already. I mean, Raheem Sterling would be good, but I mean, Sanchez has been excellent for us. We don't really want to sell him, actually. Want to keep him as part of the side. But it looks like time is now up for Arsenal stalwart Laurent Koscielny. What a player he's been. But at 36 years old, to grab 33 million for him from Crystal Palace is an absolute steal. So we're going to say bye-bye, Lolo. Au revoir. We lose 3 million from the salary budget, but we're up 3 million in the end. And that takes us up to 46 million. Is that enough to sign Butland and Lamar? I don't care. We're going to sign Lamar now. There we go. Boom. Boom. Big signing. Big signing. 18 million left. So yeah, we're not enough to sign Butland. I'm going to hold out to sell Ospina. It'd be better to have Alves and Ospina. Plenty of teams interested. He's worth 19 million. That should cover Butland. And then, yeah, that's it really. We've had a bid in for Boga. He's been a great option off the bench. Don't think there's any reason to sell him. So I think really, if we can bring in James Rodriguez and Butland with only Ospina going out, then that would be a great bit of business. If we can keep Dembele, we might as well. Let me know if you think there's any other areas we need to strengthen. I guess Sidibe would be good in that we do need backup at right and left back. So, you know, if we can fund him, if we get some bids for some players we're not so bothered about, then we'll make those moves. We do have a game in 2 days and it's Villa. Let's see what happens. So there we are. Koscielny out, Lamar in. The past of France replaced by the future. Very exciting. I mean, I guess the smart move would be to put Lamar out there. I think we'll play with proper wingers now. And then we'll play Sanchez out on the right-hand side as a winger. Koyalapu or Big Rog through the centre. Big Rog has been incredible recently. And I think what we're going to change is out of position. We're going to keep these as wingers. I feel like Fabinho and Tielemans in front of that back four do a good enough job. This is a bit of a hangover really from the Claremont days where we were getting battered and we needed everyone back to defend. But now actually having these outlets a little bit further forward could be the right option. So I think we'll Stick with that. That all looks good. And we are looking very light, actually, for defensive cover, so maybe Sidibe is one that we have to bring in. But we're up to 90 team spirit there with Lamar coming in. I think he's going to be a great signing for us. Whipping in balls from that left-hand side on his preferred foot. Right, Villa, let's go. Oh, we've had a proper offer for Dembele from Dortmund. Interesting. I mean, that's either going to give us a lot of money or the potential to trade for a massive, massive player from Dortmund. Let's take a look. Ooh, exciting. So 35 million, that's pretty poor. 5 million under his asking price. I think they know that he's not in good form. We can't really ask for much more than that. Aubameyang? Ooh, that'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Pulisic, obviously. Exciting youngster. But Aubameyang through the middle. Ooh, and he can play out on the wing, obviously. I think we'll give it a go. Should we see? Should we see 35% chance? We'll give it a go. Aubameyang would be great, wouldn't it? It's always nice to see him in an Arsenal shirt. That's where he should be, really. We'll see how that plays out. And let's get into the first game of this episode now. Villa at home. Let's keep the pressure on Manchester City. We need nothing less than a win today. Let's take a look at the sides. So Lamar, well, he looks like he will make his debut. Dembele's on a blue, of course he is. As soon as we get some interest to take him away from the side. He's looking well up for it. We're going to start Lamar, though. And Big Rog comes in for Koyalapu, I think on a green arrow. And the form he's been in, we keep him there. And everyone else is looking okay. No reason to change any of those. Dembele, super sub. Does he actually have super sub as one of his things? No, he's not a super sub, but I think he's a good player to bring off the bench if we need him. It's just where do we play him? That's the question. So Villa, well, they're playing Bobby Snods, Master League Story Mode legend, as a striker. That bodes well. That certainly bodes well. Got John Terry at the back, not renowned for his speed. Could struggle against Martinez, Lamar and Sanchez, alongside a couple of 69 rated defenders as well. This should be a win, shouldn't it? Come on then. So is Stan Kroenke now complete owner, full owner of Arsenal? It's clear that with a signing already of Lamar and a lot of other signings touted, that actually Silent Stan has brought out the checkbook. He's willing to back Diacre. He can see that we've got the best chance in many, many years of winning the league this season. We're neck and neck pretty much with Manchester City. Can Thomas Lamar provide us with the attacking threat that Dembele has soundly failed to do throughout his time here? Well, let's hope so. I think him whipping in balls to Big Rog and Sanchez could well be the answer for us. Would be good to bring Aubameyang in, wouldn't it? As another option in that central striker role. But then James Rodriguez behind in the Malcolm role as well would also be good. I think we could, in theory, get all of them and Sidibe and Butland. And then I would be very pleased with our team for the end of the season. Right, let's finish this one off. Let's dispatch Villa and carry on with the transfer window and get some stuff done. Corner here. Bobby Snods over this one. Laporte will jump. Good header away. Not cleared. Oh, fuck off. No. This is not the start we needed. Taylor with an absolute bullet. And we're behind here at home to Villa, a side that we cannot lose to. I've noticed that as the season has progressed, my dropping of the F-bomb has increased significantly. But how can you not when we get taken out early on by a finish like that? There is Bobby Snods. It's not a particularly good corner. Good header away from Laporte. No one in a red shirt could get to it though, and that is some hit. We're behind already. Not what we needed. Fabinho into Tielemans. Big Rog into Malcolm. Takes that on the run. John Terry does enough. Malcolm could still get to this. Malcolm through on goal. Looks to curl it. Oh, no. Good opportunity there though. Whelan, lovely chip into Al Mohammadi. The header. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Had 2 chances. 2 goals for Villa. And they have started at an incredible pace. Bobby Snods, he doesn't even need to play as a striker. He's just facilitating in the centre. And Alves is beaten there. I think he should have done better there. Laporte, ball over the top. It's route 1. Martinez will get there ahead of John Terry. Cuts inside. Martinez, surely. Oh, it's taken a deflection. Unlucky. Should have been 2-1 there. Nice ball into Malcolm there for Big Rog. Out to Sanchez. We've seen nothing of him so far. Farmed out a little bit wider today. Slip in Yuri Tielemans here. Back out to Dubois. Looks back to Fabinho. Ball inside to Rog. Malcolm will get the shot off. Easy save for Bunn. Half an hour gone and we really haven't created anywhere near enough. Can't believe we're 2 goals behind. Martinez. Gets back inside. Thomas Lemar. Tielemans into Malcolm. Back to Yuri Tielemans. Lovely. Lovely. Better. Lovely. Oh, I was starting to really lose my rag there. Might have had to cut out some of the horrible blue language that was streaming out of my mouth, but that's okay. That's much better. Tielemans has scored a lot of goals, actually, for a player we did not expect that from. Aston Villa have started incredibly in this game, and maybe Malcolm didn't need to make that pass, but it's a great finish in the end. Come on! Laporte, great tackle. It was a good tackle. Dubois, good tackle as well, but we can't get to it. Oh! Frustration. Taylor, the goal scorer, puts the ball into the box. It could easily fall here to Snodgrass. Come on, get it away! Get it away! Dubois does well. It's calm play to find a way out. Sanchez spots Lemar in a lot of space. That's a great ball. He instructs Theo Hernandez to make a run. Wants the 1-2. There it is. Only Big Rog at the far post. There's a good ball in. Roger will jump. Sanchez into Malcolm. Over his head. Big Rog. Ah! Too much. And there we are, half-time here at the Emirates. I can't believe it. 2 goals in the first 15 minutes from Aston Villa. We've come back into it, but we're really struggling. Really struggling to just impose ourselves in a way that we should be against Villa. Come on, we can't drop points today. Oh, I'm getting ragey. Getting ragey, come on. Tielemans wins it back. More like Yuri Stielemans. And now he's into Big Rog. Inside of John Terry. Surely, there we are. Wow, that is the trademark Big Rog goal. Strong running through the centre. Cut back inside. Easy finish. Honours even here. 47 minutes. And that's much, much better. And Yuri Stielemans, it's another to add to his list of interceptions this season. His tackling and intercepting in the middle of the pitch has been incredible. He really is. Although he's a slightly more attacking-minded of the 2 central midfielders, he's certainly been the ball winner. And he can score goals. He can do just about it. I think he might be my favourite signing that we've made. In fact, he definitely is. And there we are, Big Rog. Well, he wasn't a new signing, but he has been incredible for us. Back in the goals again. Not a good clearance. Not a good clearance at all. Hernandez gets a good foot to it, though. Now Fabinho out to Sanchez. Spots the early run of Big Rog. Can he power through? Big Rog to win it, maybe. Bit early to be saying that, but we do get a third, and Big Rog continues the incredible goal-scoring form. Goodwin Koyalapu on the bench. Slightly lower form today, probably the reason we started Big Rog, but in those situations, there's few other players in the world that you'd want. When it comes to a pure foot race, shoulder to shoulder, especially when it's someone like John Terry, or whoever that other player is, then you certainly want Big Rog. Martinez into Lemar. Looks to get away from Glenn Whelan, that shouldn't be an issue. Steps inside of him. Now into Rog. He'll hold it up. Finds Lemar again. Ball inside to Sanchez. Yes! Lemar gets his first assist. Great link up there with Big Rog. Early ball into him. Martinez held it up. Of course he did. Lovely move back inside there from Lemar. Just held off his man. Spotted the run of Sanchez, who'd ghosted away from Taylor. And that's more like it. So quick change here. Malcolm's been poor. He has. I don't understand. His stats say that he should be an excellent attacking midfielder. Just doesn't quite have it in him. Drop Sanchez back into that position. And we'll give Usman a run out on the right. Ball into Dembele. Oh, what is that first touch? Jesus. Great tackle there. And now Theo Hernandez through the centre. Everyone standing off him. Into Big Rog. Sees the overlap of Thomas Lemar. Inside of Bree. Hits it with the right. Oof, not far off. Great to get a debut goal. It's a good effort. So a couple of subs here just because we can. Koyalapu and Zagadou, the Claremont boys, going to get a run out today. Koyalapu. I don't know who's our first choice striker. With Aubameyang maybe coming in. I mean, you can't have too many options. It's a nice problem to have. Promotes competition in the side. It's exactly the good problem that Manchester City have got in real life at the moment. So many great players, all vying for the same positions. All of them can play really well in the system that they've got. And that's what we want to replicate here at Arsenal. Lemar, nice move. into Koyalapu. He'll go first time into Dembele. Ah! Fuck! Dubois, nice ball into Koyalapu. Oh, lovely first. Dembele! Get out the way! Oh, he just finds new ways to piss me off. Sanchez wins it back. Typical power. Dembele back inside. Oh, Dembele, surely! Surely! No! Everything right. Got into the shooting position. He is clearly, truly, the Passetto of Arsenal. Oh, he's done everyone. He's done everything right. No! Not good enough. And there we go. Well, we had a bit of a scare, didn't we? Real big scare. But then Big Rod stepped up. We finished it off with a good Sanchez goal as well. Lamar had a pretty decent debut. Dembele, stop it. Come on, you're gone. You are gone. Hopefully we can bring Aubameyang in for him. What a better option that will be, surely. And yeah, we made it look difficult to begin with. Then we turned on the class in the second half. Should never have been that much of an issue. But well played from everyone. 6s across the board. Much, much better. Let's keep this running into the FA Cup game. Come on. So there we go. 4-2. How did City get on? 3-1 against Palace. As you'd expect. 2 points ahead of us still. Does look to be a 2-horse race at this point. We cannot afford to take our foot off the pedal for even a second. The draw is the only difference in us now. We were level on points. We've had 1 draw since we played City, since we beat them. And now, well, we've got a lot to do. We can't slip up. So just quick reminder of the negotiations. We could sell Alves and that would give us the money to bring in Butland. Tempted to do that sooner rather than later, but I'd rather sell Ospina. And then it's going to be Dembele. Do we get the Aubameyang swap deal? And if so, we might need to sell 1 more player. It could well be Boga. 18 million for him. It's hard to imagine him playing now, especially with Lamar and Aubameyang potentially coming in to the positions that he'd be in. Oh, well, we'll wait and see what the next negotiation comes back as, but we can probably let him go. That should facilitate Sidibe and Butland, or go some of the way to doing that. So, 6th of Jan. Has the Aubameyang deal gone through? Oh, it hasn't. That's annoying because that might make selling Dembele a little bit difficult. We can still use him as collateral. The other striker who I would definitely consider that we looked at, we sort of ummed and ahed about, was Morata. I think when we need a striker who can come on and score headed goals, he could be a good one. He's got a good mix of stats. We'll put a bid in for him. We can use Dembele as leverage for that if we need to. It looks like a guaranteed sign. 4 out of 5 chance. Let's keep moving. So Morata has come back. That was pretty straightforward negotiation there. Let's take a look at how much they want for him. Morata, 28 million. Okay. Surely they'll take a Dembele for that, will they? Yep, it would be a 0 funds transfer for Dembele if we want it. That is an option. I don't know how long I can go on waiting for Ospina to be sold. We want to get changes done quickly. I'm going to sell Boga, although I like him. With Lamar in now, I can't see him playing much. Especially with Malcolm likely to be replaced, so he'll be a better option out on the wing from the bench. Alright, we'll get Boga sold. I've liked him. I have liked Boga, but I want to get Butland in the side now. Alves got caught out in that last game. We can't have that happening again. We can't risk any mistakes at this point. So there goes Butland into the side. Lovely stuff. We've just not quite got enough for the 6-month loan for James Rodriguez. If that had been the case, I might have had to go for that just purely through fate. But we can still sell Alves. Get Alves sold. 19 million plus the 7, so that's 26 million. That would just about cover Sidibe. Yeah, that would cover Sidibe and James Rodriguez. Oh, do you know what? I think, we could put stuff out to the vote here, and sorry to the patrons that I'm going to go rogue. But we'll keep Ospina in as our cup keeper, second keeper. We'll say goodbye to Diego Alves, who's consistently disappointed us throughout his time. And we'll bring in the cover we wanted at right and left back. So Sidibe comes in. He's a smart player as well. That was one of the requirements. And then, well, I'm sure a lot of you will have some interesting stuff to say about this James Rodriguez loan. But Bayern Munich don't need him. We do. We need another option there. Malcolm's not been working for us. And then that means that leaves us now with only whether we sign Morata with a Dembele loan, with a Dembele swap deal. I guess that rules out Mahrez. He would have been nice, but with Lamar now, we don't need that. So I think we're just looking for another striker now. I think that's pretty much it. So there we have it. Alves and Boga leaving. That's not too disappointing, but 3 exciting signings coming in. No least James Rodriguez. Let's take a look at how things could line up now. Well, obviously James Rodriguez there, attacking midfielder. Very exciting. He's a smart player as well. I think we've got to drop him straight in. I think we've got to go balls out of the bath here. We've not signed him to be on the bench. Butland, he'll come straight in. Definite improvement over Alves. And then we've also got Sidibe. He will come in on the bench. But now look at our bench. Amazing bench. The only thing we're missing, I think, is a real top-class striker. I mean, Roger Martinez is a top-class striker. There's no doubt about that. His overall rating is certainly deceptive. He's better than that. But now we have a couple of options at attacking midfield. I like Rodriguez starting there. It's a slow midfield now with Rodriguez in. But Malcolm never really used his pace very effectively there. And I feel now that as soon as Rodriguez gets the ball, he can take pot shots. He's got 86 kicking power, that swerve, that finishing, and all of those skills and player styles. So, although 30 years old now, not got the sprightly legs he once had, I think he's going to do a lot of damage just sitting in behind the striker. And I think we did change Sanchez at the second half of that game into a second striker there, or maybe a centre forward in this position. Seemed to work a bit better. We'll stick with second striker there. And there we go. That's what we're looking at now. We are looking very strong. Very strong. Right. New look side. Up against Bournemouth. They've got to be quaking here. Fabinho, downward arrow. That would have been a problem before, but we can bring in Cham now. And that still sees us at 82 team spirit. So there's no real issues there. Everyone else looking good for the debuts. Thomas Lemar. Could play Dembele out there. Could play Malcolm out there. But Lemar looked good. We'll give Koyalapu a run out today. Against their back 3. Nathan Ake's in these. 84 rated now. He'd be a great signing. Defoe and King up front. They're pretty deadly sometimes, those two. Stanislas and Ibe on the wings. Let's not underestimate this team. We made that mistake with Villa. Almost cost us. And then obviously we've got great options off the bench. Hulk, who we can't overlook. He's been excellent. Martinez, Dembele, Malcolm, Sidibe. Oh, we are looking very strong now. What's Sidibe like versus Dubois? Let's see. I mean, Dubois is the better crosser. He's the better player. But Sidibe, excellent option if we need him. Right, let's get into it. So here we go, into the FA Cup. And it is Bournemouth. And this Arsenal side has made quite a few signings. We're very, very serious about winning things this season. And we're going full strength for the FA Cup. We need this team to bed in, to be ready for the league. It's a perfect opportunity to try out Jack Butland, to get James Rodriguez integrated within the side. Lemar as well, an embarrassment of riches for Arsenal. And yeah, surely we win today. But we've taken teams like Bournemouth lightly at our peril this season. So we need to be switched on. We need to do a professional job here. We want to go through to the next round. Jermaine Defoe. Oh, he's found Stanislas. Easy save for Butland. Oh, and Butland's got the flat ball. Oh, that's amazing. I forgot about that. That is absolutely deadly. Theo Hernandez now streaking forward. Back to James Rodriguez. Steps away from Ibe. Now Lemar will dig out a cross. Looking for Goodwin Koyalapu. The header is just blocked. That's a nice ball in. Jermaine Defoe. Oh, that's a lovely take. Oh, and that is an incredible goal from the experienced striker. And, well, we've been hit again early on. What was the problem here? I mean, Marquinhos. Oh, who was that? Oh, it's a good finish. It is a good finish. Can't quite work out what went wrong. Marquinhos not tracking him at all. Butland stayed. Oh, it's just a great take from Defoe. Not much you can do about quality of that sort. But not the start we needed. How often do we have to say that? Stanislas, tracked by Marquinhos. Gets the block in. Get to it, Butland. Oh, for you slow shit. Corner here for Bournemouth. Half an hour in. We haven't really created much. It's a little bit worrying. Defoe. Oh, ha, ha, ha. Jermaine Defoe grabs his second. And we've fallen apart here. Oh, just get something to it, Laporte. Jermaine Defoe, shortest man on the pitch. Grabs his second here. And this is not what the new look Corinne Diacre Arsenal were expecting. Ball inside to Goodwin Koyalapu. Lays it back into Thomas Lemar. The right ball here. Should play in Goodwin. Oh, that's good defending. Really good defending. Couldn't get out of his feet. Good chance, though. Should have finished that. Sanchez steps inside. Square ball to James Rodriguez. Into Coyalapu. Oh, Costa again. It was too obvious that time. And that's going to be half time here in the FA Cup. And we're 2 goals down. For God's sake. Jermaine Defoe, a thorn in our side. Well, we did it in the last game. We can do it again. Come on. Oh, great work from Defoe again. Finds Stanislas. Dubois, though, that's nice. And now Sanchez. Coyalapu making the run. There's the 1-2. Sanchez inside of Aki. Now giving Coyalapu. Again, Costa is there. Said Coyalapu in his pocket today. Got it back here, though. Encham into Dubois. Sanchez, cheeky. Coyalapu into Encham. No. Dubois will put one in. Tielemans is there. Ah, pressure's happening, but it's not leading to big chances. So a very early change here, and this isn't going to do much for Goodwin's confidence, but Big Rog is on. Coyalapu off in the 60th minute. He did not look pleased to be pulled off. Lamar ball in. Aki heads away. Damn. Wilson into Defoe. Oh my God. Another chance for Defoe. We can't create anything. We're crashing out. There's no other way of putting it. 74 minutes gone. It's too late. Thomas Lamar now. Nice ball into Sanchez. It's better. Now Hernandez. He's got to look for Big Rog. Oh, it rises. Dembele could get to it. No! The substitute had his chance. He always has a chance and he never fucking takes it. Why do I play him? And there we have it. Oh my God, that is disappointing. We've been defoed. We've been defoed out of the FA Cup. I mean, I don't really care about the FA Cup. We want to win the league. That's what counts, but that's disappointing. Showing a weak underbelly there. Butland beaten twice on his debut. James Rodriguez had flashes. Lamar looked okay. Just didn't seem to work. I mean, the good thing is that neither Malcolm nor Dembele, who Rodriguez and Lamar were replacing, have ever really done anything good. Malcolm's had a few goals, I guess. And we can still play Malcolm there. But Butland, I mean, he couldn't do much about either goal, really. Maybe the first one, he could have been off his line a bit quicker. Still gutted. Deary me. Deary me indeed. And we're knocked out. Who would we have gone forward to play? We would have played Everton in the quarters. That's poor. So there we have it. Not the best. Not the best at all. We've made a lot of signings. Obviously, let me know what you think of this new look side. Rodriguez and Malcolm, I think, are going to rotate. For 7 million, you can't really argue with that as another option. He should bring us goals, surely. Surely. Do we need another striker, then? That's the question. Do we try and make that happen? I think we probably do. Dembele's just not good enough. We've got to get rid of him. Might have missed our chance to do that, though. Maybe a Aubameyang trade was asking too much. But there we have it. Anyway, still only 2 points off City. Still in the Europa League. Coyalapu's still top of the goal rankings, although I'm not 100% sure of our top striker at the moment, which is an issue. It'd be better to be sure about that at this stage of the season, but hey, we're doing okay. I'll see you in a bit.